welcome. I am Amarachi Ogoni. Tonight, residents of Oporoza community in Baramatu Kingdom demand the release of some of their youths arrested 2 weeks ago over connections with the Niger Delta Avengers. Acting Inspector General of Police Ibrahim Idris says the police will continue to establish civil authority in communities liberated from the Boko Haram terrorists. Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, John Oyegun, says his party is yet to get over the loss of the seat of Deputy Senate President to the opposition People's Democratic Party. And 3 police officers are shot dead, 3 others wounded in a shooting at Baton Rouge, where a black man was killed by the police 2 weeks ago in the United States. The people of Oporoza community, the headquarters of Gbaramatu Kingdom, Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State, have staged a protest demanding the release of some of their youth allegedly arrested by the Nigerian army several weeks ago. According to them, the military had invaded their community under the guise of searching for the Niger Delta Avengers, destroying some of their homes.
Protesting women and youths of Baramatu Kingdom in Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State. They are demanding the release of their children by the Nigerian army, who they accuse of invading their community over a month ago in search of the Niger Delta Avengers.
For the past 2 months, army come to take over our community. Midnight, you can see a community like that. Not everybody will here run away. Some boys that were sleeping, some of them they went to that exam. Some of them are another cooks. They are not Avengers.
The people of Baramatu also claim that their loved ones who were arrested have no connection with the militants.
I want to see my bikini. I want to see my bikini. I see my bikini.
We've not heard from the students. We don't know how they're faring over there. We don't have a clue of where they are. So what we're telling the government is that they should release our students. Those boys are not Niger Delta Avengers. Those are pure students of Grammar School of Oporoza.
In the meantime, one of the officers of the Nigerian Army 3rd Battalion, Warri Delta State, who prefers to be anonymous, confirmed to Channels Television that the youths were indeed arrested but are being interrogated for various offences. He says there is no need for their parents to entertain any fears, as they have not been killed as alleged, but are merely going through routine investigation. The army officer says they were arrested in the wake of several attacks on pipelines in the Niger Delta. The Baramatu community has been in the limelight in recent times following speculations and allegations that one of its indigenes, popularly known as Tompolo, is connected to the Niger Delta Avengers. Whether these allegations are true or not still remains one big puzzle for the Nigerian security agencies to solve.
It's been a month and 2 weeks since the Ogoni cleanup was flagged off, which came after 2 decades of the struggle for the implementation of the United Nations Environmental Report. The Honourable Minister of Environment, Amina Mohammed, had set up 4 committees to draw up a blueprint for the implementation bill to present their report soon. Now, some concerned citizens have been speaking on the process as some residents call for quick action. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Ire, reports.
This cleanup is for the benefit of the people of Ogoni land and other surrounding communities in the Delta, and to the glory of God.
June 2nd, 2016 will remain a memorable day for the people of Ogoni, following the flag-off of the cleanup exercise for implementation of the UNEP report. Some key recommendations of the report include creation of Ogoni Restoration Authority, creation of Environmental Restoration Fund, emergency measures in drinking water and health, repair, maintain and decommissioning non-producing facilities, and take proactive stance against theft and illegal refining. The chairman of the ad hoc committee on strategy and communication for the implementation process tells Channels Television that all hands are on deck.
I can proudly say that it has started. What remains now is the implementation, the building of, setting up of the boards and structures of the committees, the implementation committee. All that were required in the UNEP report that the government has said they're going to do it. That's going to be the last phase of it.
For those whose fishing water and farmlands have been blighted by years of environmental degradation due to crude oil exploration, time is of the essence.
The oldest person in the community is not up to 40 years old. Once you are above 40, you are likely to die. We are ancestors at the age of 40. So we continue to die when we were still supposed to enjoy our life as a result of this fear. We do hope that in no distant time, these people should come and clean up the environment, or else the community will continue to die in this number we are dying.
Some leaders are optimistic, though, of a better future for the people.
Ogonis are predominantly farmers and they are more of fishermen. And when their farmlands were devastated, when their fishing settlement, mangrove, were all destroyed by activities of oil spill and other oil-related activities, they were very sad. They have called on several governments to come to their aid to be able to clean the environment, and that was not achieved. But this government has come with a determined will to show the love they have for Ogoni people, and that is what you have seen today. You have seen that after the launch, the excitement, the joy of Ogoni people is very high.
For the people of Ogoni land, the implementation of the UNEP report should begin to affect their living conditions, and they are hopeful that this will begin to happen as soon as possible. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
The acting Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, says the police will continue to establish civil authority in communities liberated from the Boko Haram terrorists in affected states. The police chief told journalists in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, that the move is to relieve the military and to enable displaced persons return home. IGP Idris was accompanied by the Controller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandidi, Controller General of the Prison Service, Ahmed Jafar, and Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps.
The Inspector General of Police's visit to Maiduguri is the first since his assumption of office in acting capacity. The IG, Ibrahim Idris, launches a police medical outreach for the internally displaced living at the Muna Garage camp in Maiduguri. Food items and other relief materials are part of what he brought to support the IDPs, even as plans to fortify their hometowns and establish civil rule intensifies. The gesture gives hope to the displaced, as every act of kindness bridges many gaps for them.
We thank them for the support they are giving to us. May Allah bless them.
The police's latest initiative is in tandem with the Nigerian Air Force and military medical outreach amongst the displaced. The IGP has also assured citizens of adequate security to communities liberated from the Boko Haram terrorists to enable displaced persons return home.
Our doctors have been here for the past 3 days, where and all these IDP camps to provide some, medical support to them. Our officers are assisting to provide immediate help to some of these people, our medical team, and we are also, you can see, we are giving some relief materials, and all these are things we are here to see how we can assist some of these IDPs to assist to bring normalcy to their lives. But what I'm saying that we are giving adequate security to the liberated areas to ensure that the people come back to their localities.
The IG's visit is to synergize with the military on the process of returning civil authority to liberated communities. He has assured officers and men of the police force that their welfare will be adequately catered for.
The pains felt after last year's election of the National Assembly's leadership still lingers within the All Progressives Congress. National chairman of the party, Chief John Oyegun, says the party is still bitter and they lost the seat of the Deputy Senate President to the PDP. In an exclusive interview with our political correspondent, Sheon Kimbaloe, Chief Oyegun notes that the party will continue to maintain the high level of discipline over its members and insists the impeachment plans against the president will be futile.
These are APC people. We are ready to take the beating just to establish one fact that we are a due process party.
Because
that there's no
a lot of people will say that your party and the leadership of the party is still bitter that you have lost a major position to the opposition party.
If there's something that happened contrary to our interests, of course we have a reason not to be happy about it, but that has nothing at all. I want nothing to do.
Position going to the
No, there's no question about that. I am bitter. The party is bitter. We won a hard-fought election. We are putting together the best contingent we have to tackle the problems of this nation, and then you are confronted with a sore thumb in the middle of an APC leadership. It's not right. It's just not right. Because there has been nobody who has gone to say he wants to impeach our president. It will not happen. It is not feasible, it is not possible, it is absolutely nonsensical. And we have too many challenges for anybody to come up with that kind of thing and think he will get away with it. That is not done.
National chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Chief John Oyegun. And the presidency has commented on attempt to bring impeachment proceedings against the president, Muhammadu Buhari. While speaking today in Abuja, the president's assistant on media described it as a hoax, which exists only in the imagination of mischief makers. He also touched on the attempted coup in Turkey.
It is sad and unfortunate that there was a threat to Turkish democracy over the last 2 days, and from the statement given by the president, it is something that is not acceptable. Change should come through the ballot box. Wherever it is more enduring, it is more sustainable, it is acceptable. Democracy is not just a system of government, it is a norm, it's a value system. And all people of conscience must rise to condemn this, and that is why the president raised his voice against this. People should wait. If they have grievances, they don't like a particular government, periodic elections is the avenue through which changes can come. But violent changes in the 21st century, that simply is not acceptable. People are fighting over nothing. Because the party APC came out and denounced it, and they said there was no basis for it, and the National Assembly said it was a hoax. So therefore, I think that we should use our time, our energy, for more productive things than dissipating it on things that don't seem to exist. I'm not aware of any instigation by the federal government. The federal government has a function. It has a duty of law and order in the country, and wherever there is lawlessness, all the apparatuses, all the authority, the powers of the state available to the government must be deployed to ensure that the sabotage of national economy is not carried out. So government has no business punishing any section of the country, but the government has a duty and cannot close its eye to violations of law wherever it happens.
In part two, after the break, Microsoft founder Bill Gates challenges African leaders to create the right environment for youth innovations to thrive. Please join us again.